Hi there, my name is Rebecca Williamson. I'm the publisher of Fierce Biotech, and I'm here today with Harry Georgiades, Managing Director at IPM. Harry, thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, you're welcome.
To kick us off, tell me, as we look at today's life sciences landscape, from your vantage point, what is the single biggest shift in how biopharma companies need to operate today compared to just a few years ago?
Your strategy and science have to be the correct ones. But what's going to differentiate companies are the ones that can execute effectively. The leading biopharma companies are ones that can take the strategy, translate that into actionable plans, and then deliver on the results across their product lifecycle, be it that it's development, commercialization, or product on the market. They take the lessons learned through their operating processes, they continuously do continuous improvement, and they reapply that at scale. What that means is they develop that organizational muscle across their execution and continuous improvement. Companies that do that well will really benefit from the results at the end of the day.
Biopharma teams are being asked to move faster than ever. How do leading organizations balance speed with the discipline required for quality and compliance?
So speed and compliance are not mutually exclusive. You can have and should have both. But what's going to differentiate it is making sure you have the three things. You have process, you have governance, and you have execution capabilities. The companies that do that well, not only will they focus on how they do things, but they're able to translate that strategy very, very quickly into what they do. So when you break it down, quality and compliance must be built into your processes. Ill-defined processes will drive confusion, and there'll be wrong people signing off on things that they need to do. And that causes a lot of rework, which slows things down. Well-defined processes that are streamlined ensures that the teams move through very quickly at speed. Speed, on the other hand, is really going to be a result of your execution capabilities that's enabled through good governance. So putting that down, good governance, if you're able to make good decisions timely, the teams are able to focus forward and always be on the offense. But they're able to then operate within the processes without missteps. That ensures everyone is informed, the right people have the accountability, and there's transparency and visibility to everything that everyone does.
Now, when tech transfers or manufacturing transitions start to go off track, tell me, what's the earliest warning sign that leaders should look for?
So when things start going wrong, you're going to see one or all of the following things. There's misalignment between the teams on scope, roles and responsibilities, and timelines. You're starting to get communication breakdown. You're starting to see missed milestones. The teams that are going to be successful are ones that do the upfront planning. They've defined how they're going to operate. There's visibility to that. They've done their risk mitigation, and they communicate really, really well. They've also developed their contingency plans. So when things go wrong, they know what they need to do, and they operate as one. That is so important and very easy to establish right at the beginning of the engagement.
Now tell me, with tighter budgets and higher scrutiny, what will differentiate the biopharma organizations that outperform over the next few years?
So strategy and your science have to be the correct ones. But execution excellence will be the differentiating factor. The leading biopharma companies are ones that can take their strong strategy, translate that into actionable plans, and then deliver on those results across their product lifecycle, be it that is through your development, commercialization, or product that's on the market. They take lessons learned from how they're operating, they reapply that at scale, and they build organizational muscle around continuous improvement and execution excellence. That's incredibly hard to maintain because you can imagine over time things start loosening up, but incredibly valuable if you get that right.
So my closing question for you, tell me, looking ahead, what is the one strategic move or investment that life science organizations need to make today to ensure they remain competitive tomorrow?
The one thing that they can invest is in adaptable operating models, right? That leverages and aligns process, people, and technology. So having digital tools is a must in today's day and age. But in order for that to add value, you need to align your process and your people around the delivery of the product. Governance obviously enables all of that. Companies that can very easily translate strategy very quickly, that innovation very, very quickly. They're able to manage risk effectively, and they're able to adapt very quickly when there's changes to the markets and to the science. Those are the companies that can operate very quickly and can operate with the least amount of change when those change happens. That adaptability is what's going to drive and ensure continuous improvement and that performance long term.
Very good. That feels like a perfect place to close out. Thank you so much for joining me today.
All right. Thank you very much. It was nice to be here.